You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Weird.
What up, WAG fam? This your boy WAG coming with your first edition of Weird News with WAG. You can see I'm out here in my open room, got my kids' toys and everything out here, but man, we gonna rock it just the way that is, bro. But man, shout out to my little homie Matt Castillo. He told me to do this like 9 years ago, and I was following the proper channels, but man, sometimes, that might not have been the best guidance, or they might not have seen the vision. So it's time to really stop following. I just really ran out of reasons not to now. I really ran out of excuses not to get this thing off the ground. So that's just where we is. But shout out to my little homie Matt Castillo in the middle of Texas. Shout out to my homie Weston for giving me a little bit of push as well to get this going. Shout out to Mrs., to my fam, everybody for bigging a brother up, holding a brother down on the daily, man. But this is Weird News with WAG, and this is gonna be just a weekly overview of some crazy stories that I share with my students. Some I do, some I don't. And yes, just some funny laughs and just some look at things that from WAG's perspective. You might like it, you might not. You may disagree, you might not. You can comment, we can talk about it later, that's fine. But that's just what that is, bro. So yes, this is just all it's gonna be. And I'm gotta tell y'all the truth, there's gonna be some growing pains because I'm not a huge content creator or anything like that. So I don't know all the laws that comes to be with news clips in your videos and all that stuff. So I'll be having to jump on that and study that. So if this video get taken down, you know that, something must have been up. But so I must have done something wrong, but we'll fix it. We'll get it back on the ground, whatever we got to do if something goes wrong, and yes, we'll make it happen. But yes, I hope. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sitting here watching, hanging out. And yes, hopefully we can get some listens or something in there that, will help cheer your day up, bro. But yeah, this will be just a weekly thing. Won't be able to do it every day. If there's a new funny story or crazy story out there that I could race to get to that, we could give some WAG perspective on, then, we'll definitely do that. That's just what that is. Sometimes you can't pass that moment, but that's all I got for right now. We're going to jump right into our first video, man. So, man, this first video comes in, and this is one of these, man, where you just really just start shaking your head. Oh, my gosh. You just slapping your head thinking, man, why? What's the logic here? What's the plan? What's the thought process? Because there's no good way going either way, but sadly, it is. I hear of seeing more people are doing this, more young people are trying this foolishness, and just don't. Did I say don't? Don't do this stupidity, because that's what that is, man. I'm pretty understanding about life choices and lifestyle things, but man, this is nothing good coming out of this either way around. But in this story right here, you got two young men reporting on Fox 8 right here, and both of these dudes is sitting there chilling in the car, and they both got guns with extended clips on them bad boy, and there's a Cleveland police officer right next to them at the light, and they're sitting behind tent, and they are aiming the gun at the cop, acting like they're gonna shoot, man, trying to be hard. And which is just crazy because, okay, if you got a gun, maybe you're already hard, maybe you're not. But, you don't have to aim it at a cop to act like, that's going to make you any cooler, make you any more hard or get you more cred, bro. But yes, I hear more people doing this foolishness where if they don't have tent or the windows down, they do it underneath the door or whatever. But crazy, because you'll see on the video that the cop would have been fully justified, if he wanted to pull out his gun, what's going on right there. So not cool, not smart, nothing good about that at all. Because even if the cop doesn't see you like he didn't in this video, you're still posting this junk to social media and on your socials. This is the main way the cops is going to be looking at, trying to catch criminals down the area. They're looking at your socials. They're not necessarily beating the pavement. So it's just There's no win-win on this bad boy, because if the cop sees you, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna come back, return fire. And if he cop doesn't see you, you're gonna put this on your socials, and that's the first place that the cops is gonna think to check you out, bro. They don't just hit the pavement nowadays. They're looking online because people are proud, like to brag, and that's what that is. And that's how these two fools got caught. And I call them fools. Try to be pretty understanding about lifestyle expression and people being different than I am, but there's nothing good coming out of this one. And it's sad to say I hear more people trying it out and trying to be cool with this, and it's just like, okay, bro, this is not one of these, that you need to pick up and try. But I'll let you see in the video. You can ask yourself what's going on. So here you go. Peace.
You look at that picture and you just say, that video, what's going through their head? What are they thinking of?
It's inconceivable and stunning to watch.
When you are so bold to point a gun at police officers in a car.
Two young men with what appear to be loaded 9mm handguns with extra round tactical clips.
They think they can do whatever they want. They're not afraid.
Both aiming directly at a Cleveland police officer inside his cruiser in broad daylight, possibly behind a tinted window.
But it's the perfect world for the criminal element because they think they can do whatever they want.
Councilman Mike Polensek, chair of the Public Safety Committee, calls the video deeply disturbing.
This could have been extreme bad, because if that officer would have looked to the right and saw a gun being pointed at him, they'd have every right to draw their service weapon and fire. They would have had every right.
In these 7 seconds, he says, so many lives could have been forever changed.
And then what we would have heard, why did they have to do that? Come on. When you're that emboldened, when you think you can point a gun at a police officer and just laugh about it, it's a joke, you're playing with your own life.
We reached out to the Cleveland Police Patrolmen's Association and the Department of Public Safety. Although neither is commenting on camera Monday, a spokesperson confirms that the video is under investigation and being taken very seriously.
It's about protection of their own life or their partner's life.
And protecting all innocent bystanders, too, says Polensek.
How many times have we seen individuals shot by their own hands for not handling a weapon properly, or innocent kids shot? They could have been a victim at that very moment themselves.
This next video is a 3-in-1. Yeah, man. Which, you get 3 quick little clips together. First clip is the perfect mistake. I mean, the perfect mistake. I mean, man, you couldn't get no more perfect than this. But the homie was at home chilling. Finally, imagine how much time you finally get to get everybody away, get away from everything. And if you're a gamer, to finally get time to play your game, get hours, free, away from everybody, be able to do that. And yes, my homie finally did that. And yes, he's sitting on his couch playing Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six, and he had his phone in his back pocket, and he accidentally butt dialed the cops. Yes, he butt dialed the police. And yes, the operator's still on the line when he's talking on his headset, talking in the game to everybody else. And he says, I just killed 2 of them. Straight headshots, bro. Going around the corner to kill more. And you can imagine the operators hearing this thinking, bro, what? So, yes, of course, the operator sends cops over because, they really want to see what's popping. And yes, imagine finally getting all this time, finally getting your homeboys together. Everybody got different schedules. Me and my homeboy Weston and my homeboy Justin, we are all off on different schedules, so it's rarely that we all get together to play Rocket League and get it in. But yes, imagine doing all this, getting all this prep finally, and then all of a sudden over the loudspeaker outside you hear cops yelling for you to come out with your hands up. So you see a homie comes out with his hands up, real slow, like, what's up? And yes, he's telling him, hey, I was just playing the game and I accidentally dialed 911. So the cops are cool about it. They just, you know, came, searched him out, checked the house out, make sure nobody was really hurt. But yes, it was a heck of a mistake, you know, is what it was. It was perfect, just And the second video was an absolute miracle. Don't know where your thoughts is with it, but this is one of the soldiers. You'll see he has a bullet that went through his helmet right there. And instead of going into his skull, which it should have, like Saving Private Ryan, the bullet bounced off, but it didn't go out. The bullet went through the helmet, through his hair, and then out the back of his helmet. You'll see it's this big blown spot in the back of his helmet. So it's absolutely miracle, absolutely nuts. But, you know, heck of a birthday gift is what I hear, because it was home dude's birthday. So, boy. But yeah, I think this is in the fighting with Ukraine and Russia is where this video comes from. So there you go. And then the last video, you see this lady, it's Christmas time, her mama's trying to cook up something. You know, mamas be trying to hook it up, bro. You know, my mama always be throwing down back as a growing up. And yes, mama done started a grease fire. And you know, with a grease fire, your best way is to smother that bad boy. Use the lid, use some baking soda, some flour, but don't put water on there. And mama's, the one thing she does, she puts water on there. And you see in the video, that's what she does. She even asks, is it gonna explode? And yes, her daughter tells her, I don't know, girl, go and try. And yes, you see, yes, exactly what happened. It exploded. So nothing good coming out of that though. But hey, I guess they had a real fiery Christmas. So there you go.
I was playing the game, and I butt dialed the phone.
Okay.
That was my bad. What? No. It's only me home.
Okay. Valley, calm to you. Keep walking to us.
All right.
Okay. Let's just figure everyone inside, okay?
Nobody's inside. It's only me.
Bring him out. Just keep walking towards us, okay, buddy? What's your name? Elijah. Okay. Come up here. You're not hurt or anything like that? You're definitely right. You play video games? Yeah, he said he was. You bit somebody off?
I was playing Rainbow Six Siege inside.
What do you say when you're on the phone? I didn't get swatted. Did you call? Okay, so this is just an accident.
Покажись, братанчик. Це вхід, їбать, це виход, нахуй. І, блядь, візьми. І нахуй, сука. Єбать, блядь. Да.
A whole fire going on Christmas. What you burnt, girl?
That's just the grease.
Some grease. We in here trying to open up Christmas presents and we got a whole fire going.
It gonna explode?
I don't know. You the one putting water? Mama!
This next video comes from Inside Edition, and you'll have the video. I'll just show you small little bits and pieces, because like I said, I don't know the law yet with other news outlets' videos in your video. But yes, imagine you getting your significant other, y'all finally, you know, having this person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, y'all finally, you know, wanting to tie the knot, you pick a perfect destination, perfect spot to have your vows at, getting all the expenses and difficulties of getting all that arranged, getting your family there, their family there, rings, you know, decor, reception, everything planned, and then something like this happened. And you see this couple, that's exactly what happened. They were in Montana. They got this perfect spot on the side of a river, and they got the vows, saying I do's, while the husband is trying to give his I do's. In the background on the other side of the river, there is a bear killing a moose. And yes, you can imagine trying to, honey, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And in the background, you know, you can imagine all of that. Just trip me out. But they were both troopers. They pushed through, and you see the photographer, he didn't want to spoil the moment any more than it already was. But yes, that's what you see in the video. So it's absolutely crazy. But you know, I guess they'll have a heck of a memory to have forever. You know, some people consider that an omen. I would say, heck, you just got a heck of a memory is what's going on. Circle of life rocking literally right there where you is. But you know, I guess that's what happened in Montana. So there you go.
Bear tells a moose during your wedding. Mark your bingo cards with things you'd never expect at a wedding. In the middle of this couple's ceremony, a grizzly bear killed a moose.
Yeah.
It happened at a wedding at Glacier National Park in Montana. The videographer shared his experience of the entire ordeal.
Seriously?
You can't deny how crazy it is to see something this crazy in nature, much less at a wedding. And it definitely gives new meaning to the wedding phrase bear witness.
Next up, this man, he missed his heart transplant because of the canceled flights. You know, this was back right around Christmas time when the weather was all crazy and it got super cold, like December 22nd. Well, this guy lives in Alaska in Fairbanks. He needed a heart transplant. He got a call saying, "Say, bro, we got a heart for you. You need to get down to Seattle. It's a 4-hour flight. You need to get to Seattle ASAP within 8 hours, or we're gonna have to get his heart to somebody else." So homie is like, "All right, bet, I'm on the first flight." So him and his missus get to the airport, get checked in, and his flight is canceled. So they try to get on another flight, and the flight is canceled. Yeah, that's canceled. So yes, then they try to get on another flight. Well, he finally finds somebody in the airport and tells them, with the airline, and tell them what's up. And they said, "Okay, we'll get you a flight." So they got him a flight, but the flight only flew part of the way and still couldn't get him out of Canada. He still couldn't make it to Seattle because they were having a major ice storm. So the whole airport was shut down. So yes, I don't know. Yes, the heartbreak right there, no pun intended, but yes, that you would have, because, you know, everybody else is just trying to get everywhere else, you know, trying to get to grandma's for Christmas. He's like, "Bro, I'm trying to get a heart, you know, I'm trying to get, you know, save my life, bro." But homie, the gentleman in the video, he's not gonna pass away if he doesn't have the heart tomorrow, but he does need the heart, you know, pretty doggone soon. So that's what's popping right there with him. But yes, you can imagine all the fear, the frustration, and everything, knowing you got a heart for you on the list and you can't be able to get there to get that heart, man. It's what's going on. So all pun intended, he probably was a little heartbroken in that instance. So yeah, there you go. But yes, good thing was they didn't move him to the bottom of the list. They just moved him next up on the list. So, you know, he didn't have to go too far. So that's what that is. So, but yes, I'll let you see.
The holiday travel nightmare ruined plans for thousands of Americans. But for Patrick Holland, it was a matter of life or death. He's on the heart transplant list. Last week, at the height of that brutal winter storm, the father of 7 got the call he'd been waiting for. Patrick, who lives in Fairbanks, Alaska, booked a seat on the next plane to Seattle, where the transplant would take place. It's a 4-hour flight, but when he got to the airport, his flight was canceled.
Saw a Alaska airline employee walking by, and I asked her, I said, "Hey," I explained my story. She goes, "But hang on. And she goes, "I'll get you on a plane." And she did. She found us a flight that was leaving in 20 minutes.
But then, disaster. The plane was rerouted to Anchorage because of an ice storm in Seattle. He booked another flight, but that was canceled, and the one after that canceled. The clock and his luck had run out.
This next video comes right here at home in Fort Worth, where, yes, they got the first automatic McDonald's is what that is. You can go through the drive-through, use the app, and you won't have to deal with any people. It'll come through on conveyor belts. There's people that cook your food, of course. But hey, the future is here, is what it's showing you, that yeah, you go there and conveyor belts roll your food down and then it rolls out to you. You just grab it and go. But in the McDonald's, as you'll see right here, it is no seating inside. You can go inside and eat, and we'll get your food, order your food. There's people there to help you order your food. But yes, there's bathrooms. There's no seating though. There's no seating inside. So you just got to grab your food, order your food on the kiosk, and you know, that's about it. But yes, this is the future of those McDonald's. I've driven by this bad boy, I don't know how many times, and didn't know this is the way it was. But you know, I'm gonna have to stop by there one day just to see it. So that's what that is though. So I'll let you see it. If you're ever wondering, this bad boy is at, I think it's 8540 West Freeway in Fort Worth. It's on I-30 and Las Vegas Trail if you're ever trying to get over there. But yes, that's what that is. So I'll let you see by this popular food blogger that talks about it. And yes, here you go.
Hola amigos, the way we McDonald's may be changing forever. This afternoon I went to Fort Worth to check out McDonald's new test concept that's all about takeaway and drive-thru. You can now order on the app, pull into a curbside pickup lane, go through the drive-thru, or order ahead and go through the order ahead lane to be served by conveyor belt. When you pull up, they'll ask you for your code, and in no time your food arrives. I gotta say it worked pretty well, but of course I did unbuckle and reach over to grab my food. Now if you go inside, you'll see that it's like no other McDonald's you've been to before. There's one kiosk to order your food. Other than that, you can go up front and pick up there. There's bathrooms, but it's designed for you to go in and out. I ordered this burger because I had never heard or seen it before, the Daily Double. Pretty good. I also got some chicken nuggets. No, they didn't short me. I did start eating before filming.
In this video though, I'm gonna let you make the decision. As I was telling my students and everybody, this couple, they had got an Airbnb, had got out there, and yeah, her boyfriend was flipping through channels. As he was flipping through channels, he sees a camera feed that's posted over a toilet, like directly, like that would be over my head if this was a toilet. And yes, him and the girlfriend is freaking out. So he asked the girlfriend to go look at it, and that's when she goes and she looks at it, and yeah, she sees that it actually is right over their toilet. So like I said, I'll let you decide, because some people are saying it's fake, it's staged. Some people are saying it's not. Like I said, I'll let you decide, and you can make your decision, because I'm sure you're smart enough to make that out. You're here rocking with me, right? So, but I would say for Wag's thought is, I wouldn't be surprised. Whenever, I don't travel often, maybe once a year to spend a night somewhere, but whenever we do, I'm checking every little nook and cranny of every Airbnb or Verbo or whatever that we're in, because I wouldn't be surprised. There's some weird people out there. You just saw the dude at the mall at Hewlin Mall in Fort Worth that was dressed up as a woman just so he could sneak into the women's restrooms and try to take pictures underneath the stall. You saw that. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised nowadays. There's some crazy things that goes on in this world. But yes, I'll let you decide, and you can go from there. But it actually is pretty terrifying from my opinion. But yeah, here you go, man.
So we're staying at an Airbnb, and we're flipping through the channels.
What is that? Is that ours?
It hasn't moved. We're too scared to get up.
Is it our toilet?
I'm gonna throw up. She's walking into the bathroom now, and we're gonna see if she pops up on the screen. Are you in there?
Stop, you can see me?
Babe.
You're joking with me, right?
I think it's coming from there. There's like vents.
It has to be that because it's right above.
Alright, we'll open it right now.
Alright, man, and last but not least though, they say to save the best for last. This is definitely the best, weirdest, wildest video of this week. So, oh man, you'll see homegirl right here. This young lady, I won't say homegirl, but this young lady is right here. She's sitting down for a snack, looks like in the afternoon or something. And just like we would grab a bag of potato chips or some broccoli, something, you know, that we look forward to, some ramen or something, I don't know, whatever your thing is into. But drop a line in the comments, whatever what your favorite snack is. Maybe we could work something out where we can have a Venmo contest or something, or yeah, I could forward you, you know, we'll send you your favorite snack in the mail if we'll put all the comments in a hat or whatever and pull one out of there. But maybe, yeah, that's what we'll do. Go ahead and put your comment in there, and yes, we'll do a drawing. I'll do it live on the camera. That way you can see there's no impropriety, and we'll send you one in the mail. So we'll get that worked out. But yeah, go ahead and do that. But yeah, homegirl, she is sitting down for her snack, and you know, different cultures, different things. And yeah, you look down and you see it's not just any snack. It is tarantulas. My dear got a whole plate full of tarantulas, and she got this sauce that actually looks pretty might be pretty tasty. But yeah, you see, she grabs the tarantulas, and it'd be one thing if they were dead and deep fried, but you can look and see these bad boys is live and kicking. I just couldn't do it. Not just because it's a spider, but they're furry and the texture and everything, just knowing all that and the juices. And the one thing that gets me about this video that's probably gonna get you, if you're squeamish, you probably should cut the video right now, don't look at it. But if you're squeamish, then you can hear her crunching. You can hear that strong crunch, and you just know she's nothing but spider. And as the video goes on, you can see all the spiders are live kicking, and you see she puts them on her arm at the end, and they're all right there with her, like she's Spider Woman or something. And yes, just hanging out, but she's just chowing down on these spiders. So yes, it's pretty crazy, man. But like I said, I'll let you see, man. Let you make that decision. But thanks, man. Thanks for kicking it with me this first time. Like I said, I know it's a whole lot of me talking and going crazy, but you know, hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You tune in for the next edition of Weird News with Wag, bro. So, all right, man. Peace.
Ôi, ông tin nó. Ôi em. Chụp điệp xua, bông mai bông tao cái này bông bông ngày nay nhưng mà nhâm à pin chai chùm môi ông bal mình tê bông bông này. À pin dương sẽ tập bông hay thôm khang mình tê bông bông tao cái này bên này. Ôi bông bông này. Bông bông thì hạt tiệp bên nào bông khơi ăn mưa cút nè. Sẽ tập bông món bông môi na còn miên bông na pin đi bông bông nhâm tao đợt pin chết món này. À lần ngày nay nhâm xôm nhâm chai chùm môi ông bal mình tê mà đông bông. Ôi khánh cứ cái nhạo chứ nó bông cái này này. Xôm cả chân mà. Chùm môi ông bal mình tê bông bông ăn vậy chờ này. Nè bông vô mà chỉ lụa chân lụa chùm môi ông bal mình tê dương bông này. Lụa chân bông khơi ăn mưa cút vậy. Cút năng cả pin món bông nó cái này này. À lần chọc đam nhâm ấy. Một cục đây nhâm cút xanh. Ôi, nó tí sập bông mà. Khuyên nhau thôi. Đây này. Mơ.